Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. After her father passed away, she was left alone with her cruel stepmother and two unkind stepsisters. They treated her badly and made her do all the hard work in the house. From morning till night, Cinderella cleaned the floors, washed the clothes, and cooked the meals. Even though she was tired, she never complained and always kept a kind heart. One day, a royal messenger arrived in the village. He announced that the prince was holding a grand ball at the palace, and every young woman in the kingdom was invited. The stepsisters were very excited. They tried on beautiful dresses and fancy jewelry, dreaming of dancing with the prince. Cinderella also wished to go to the ball, but her stepmother laughed and said, "You will not go. You must stay here and work." Soon, the stepsisters left for the palace, and Cinderella was left alone in the house. She sat by the window. Suddenly, a gentle, glowing fairy godmother appeared before her. She smiled kindly and said, "Dry your tears, my dear. I will help you." With a wave of her magic wand, a pumpkin turned into a golden carriage. Mice became beautiful horses, and Cinderella's old clothes changed into a shining silver gown and glass shoes. "You may go to the ball," the fairy said, "but you must return before midnight, for the magic will end." Cinderella arrived at the palace in the magical carriage. Everyone was amazed by her beauty. When the prince saw her, he fell in love at once and asked her to dance. They danced together all night, laughing and smiling. Cinderella felt happier than ever before. Suddenly, the clock began to ring. It was midnight. Remembering the fairy's warning, Cinderella ran away as fast as she could. In her hurry, she dropped one of her glass slippers on the palace stairs. The prince picked it up and promised he would find the girl whose foot fit the slipper. The next day, the prince went from house to house, trying the glass slipper on every young woman in the kingdom. No one could make it fit. At last, he reached Cinderella's house. Although she was wearing her old clothes, the prince asked her to try the slipper. As soon as Cinderella put her foot into the glass shoe, it fit perfectly. At that moment, she was changed into her beautiful royal gown once again. The prince knew at once that she was the mysterious girl from the ball. He asked her to marry him, and Cinderella happily said yes. They were married in a grand ceremony at the palace and lived happily ever after. And that is the story of Cinderella. A story that reminds us that kindness and patience are always rewarded.